What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. I am back, y'all. Okay, I am so sorry. I know that there are some people that actually enjoy my Queen Sugar reviews. I don't know if y'all caught my power reviews, but I've been out here in these streets. But I'm back. I'm taking the night off. Trying to get this done before the season finale, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I just really kind of have not been in the mood to do them. I've been watching, like I caught up this weekend and today watching episode 11 and 12. So forgive me, but I will definitely be doing the season finale for sure in a timely fashion. And I still owe you all Real Housewives of Atlanta the last 3 episodes before the reunion. And yes, I will be reviewing Married to Medicine. I didn't feel as though Married to Medicine, this first episode, gave me a whole lot. So I'm going to wait till episode 2 and see what shakes out of that tree. And another thing I've been doing too is I've been going to an open mic and working on my comedy and trying to get better at that. So forgive me, but I'm here now. We're going to talk about Queen Sugar season 4 episode 11. I'm sorry. And Ralph Angel, I believe, had to be unapologetic in about the choices that he is making for him and Deisha. Prom night didn't go as planned for Sister Kiki and Micah. Things with Nova and Calvin are moving swiftly and professionally, in the words of Justin J. And things are looking a little bit better for Charlie in this city councilman race. But first, let me tie up the storyline of Sister Kiki and Micah and friends. Well, it is prom night, and we learn that Sister Kiki is going to Tulane on a full scholarship, majoring in fine arts, and she's going to become a full-time artist is her goal, okay? Meanwhile, Micah is also going to go to Harvard. He has gotten into Harvard, and everyone knows that that is a big deal to get into an Ivy League school. I remember I wanted to go to Princeton at one point. I don't know why I never put in my application. It's not like I didn't have the grades, but I know them test scores were horrible. But I'm not a good test taker. That's why I'm probably still not a licensed attorney. But it was refreshing to see, and it was very interesting to see that it would appear that Charlie and Nova are back into a sisterly bond after spending time in a yurt. I think that's what they're called, a yurt. And even Aunt Vi kind of can tolerate Nova in a group setting. But she did make mention of the fact that it's been enough tree digging and root diving to break down a horse or something, she said. Nova standing there looking all awkward. I'm like, girl, what you looking awkward for? She talking about your ass out here telling folks business and secrets. So Charlie tries to give Micah an umbrella just in case. There was no rain in the forecast, I guess, but later on in the episode we find out that it begins to flood and people get trapped in situations where there's just no way out. So Micah and Sister Kiki meet up with the crew, minus Aunt, who claimed he wasn't feeling well enough to join the group in the prom festivities. Honestly, I just think that Aunt just feels a little awkward right now because he took the brunt of the punishment for the group. So it turns out, I guess when they tried to check into the hotel, it turns out that Micah had booked 2 rooms versus 1. And it made Sister Kiki look awkward because, well, I guess she didn't want nobody to know that she was plotting on giving Micah her cookies, okay? So that was awkward, and Micah told her, you know, she ain't got to worry about it. They all are sitting around talking. Prom festivities end up getting canceled because it's flooding so bad in St. Joe. I was like, damn, they didn't have an alternative. Like, y'all couldn't have prom inside of a hotel ballroom or something where they had it on the 2nd floor. Like, but honestly, when it rains in parts of Louisiana that's below sea level, you don't want to be out there that time of night. So it's safe that they stay in the hotel. So the scene where they're all sitting around talking about what their plans are for the future, I was like, oh, to still be young and ambitious and still have dreams that have not been crushed and no student loans. Oh God, y'all pray for me. Now they're looking for my ass. I can't pay them. And I'm out of time. I don't know what kind of repayment plan they gonna have me tomorrow. I need to pay them $400. I wish I had extra $400. I would probably get some tires for my car at this point. But either way, back to the subject at hand. So everyone, the girl, I never can remember the girl's name that's in the group. The young Angela Davis is what I'm going to call her, okay? She said that she's going to become a medical doctor and open up low-cost clinics in Louisiana to give back to the less fortunate for those, make healthcare truly affordable. And that's commendable. And then the other guy said he's going to be a lawyer. He's going to fight for justice. He can help his friends out. Sister Kiki is going to be an artist and doing all these great works to bring about change and notice or whatever. And Micah really didn't seem all that into. He was like, well, photography isn't really going to be a career. I think I'm just going to be like a business major, economics. And everybody just kind of sitting around looking at him like, damn, is that all you ever think about is money? He's kind of been programmed that way. Look how his mom acts. So either way, that is the story of Micah and prom. Prom did not happen. I wonder if they're going to have a do-over or makeup. I mean, because everybody looked fabulous in their outfits, okay? I believe that Charlie and Nova coming back together during this campaign is a great idea. Despite what Nova has done, Nova is very resourceful and also a good resource, a good coach in helping Charlie win this race, or at least perk the ears and reach those who are not listening. So she's coaching her sister. She also gives her sister a binder that contains some very interesting family tree information. And it turns out that some roots and trees are entangled in the Boudreaux Landry family with the Bordelons, okay? But how do we find this out? Because of course that's not in those scenes. So how we find this out is that Jacob Boudreaux stops by the diner while Charlie is working on her speech. Jacob regrets to inform Charlie that while he would love to drop out of the race, he can't, and it's already been rigged for him to win anyway. So he said, it's just business, nothing personal. And he told her that my family and the people that they're associated with are out to destroy Charlie and her family. I was like, them Boudreaux are something else. But, white people in the deep south who are about land and money and power, they can be very brutal and ruthless. So watch your back, y'all. So Charlie also had to let Jacob know, I regret to inform you about what the hell is, I want to know, what the hell is wrong with your mama? Like, what's wrong with her? Let me give you an example. And then she played the replay of the confrontation that she had with Francine. And he was very shocked and appalled by his mom's behavior, and he just couldn't understand that that's how she talks to really black people in general, but she does. So essentially I equate Jacob to like the George W. Bush of the family. Like, he really has no vested interest in being in the political arena. His family just kind of forces him to do it because, like, I guess he's the only person or the only viable person they see that could do it. Because George W. Bush, as the story goes, it was really supposed to be Jeb Bush that ran for president, but Jeb got caught up in some mess, allegedly, I heard. I don't remember reading this, but I've dated quite a few conspiracy theorists and researchers in my time. And, Jeb got caught up in some shit with some drugs or whatever, so he could only, as far as he could go was to the governor's race in Florida. So, needless to say, Charlie goes into the binder and shares with him what it turns out that the grandmother, or his great-grandma, somebody, was actually related to the Bordelons and therefore a black woman. Oh, Francine is going to spit fire when she finds this out. Or she might even kill her own damn son. I mean, I'm just saying. So fast forward in this episode, Jacob goes on live TV to say that while he is still in this race, he has ran an audit on the Landry's business and found out that they have been biasly pricing against the black community, and he believes in equality because my grandmama from back in the day is black and a borderline. I said, goddamn, Francine should have. I'm surprised Francine didn't pop up in this scene and drag his ass. I said, don't you be telling our business, boy. No one needs to know that. Okay, so. Oh, she must be somewhere seething and she gonna shit a goddamn brick. Okay, but that's what you get. White people are so quick to say they don't like black people, but there is always somebody that stepped outside the family lines. I mean, hell, y'all bred us. That's why so many black people look the way you do. Like, we ain't good enough to collect money and have power and land, but we good enough to sleep with and be slaves. Okay, work for you for free or for little or nothing. But you know, shake that family tree, you might find out there was some real love going on there. Just like the Lovings in Virginia, okay? Also, Nova is getting a post-birthday surprise. Calvin is coming into town from Baton Rouge. You know, he has a security firm in Baton Rouge that he runs. And it's raining so bad, he was going to take her out, but they decide to stay in and he's going to cook. And I said, look at them being all domestic and shit. It was cute. They're talking out the fact that their schedules are not aligning. It would be 6 weeks before they get together. And so Nova and Calvin, you know, really want this relationship to work. So Calvin decides, fuck it, I'm just going to move back to New Orleans so I can be closer to you. Because otherwise he has to have the children. And he's not yet ready to introduce Nova to his family. I assume that possibly by this season finale or next season, he'll probably be putting a ring on it so they can be a blended family. Amen. Although the children might not like Miss Nova because you stole our daddy from our mama. And he just didn't love your mama. Sometimes adults grow apart and it sucks. But I'm glad that Nova is getting the love that she really needs, because if Calvin had been around, perhaps this book never would have been published is all I'm saying, okay? Meanwhile, Jaya, however her name is pronounced, Miss Deisha's daughter and Blue are playing together, and we learn when Deisha is talking to him that, you know, it's sad that I had to set up a play date in order to get you. And Ralph, I'm just sorry, you know, it's just been complicated. I'm just like, Negro, the number one thing you don't want to do is ghost a woman like Deisha. An educated woman who wants to be in a relationship, who loves you. This woman has gone out and sewn into you, fought for you, and this all you. That's the excuse. It's just complicated right now. What? But Deisha knows something is off, so they go into the kitchen, they have a conversation, and basically Ralph Angel said, I ain't been all the way honest with you. You know, Darla had a relapse, and you know, I've just been kind of being there. She don't want to get out. I'm just checking on her. And she was like, well, I'm glad that, you know, you have her. And, you know, and then he eventually admitted that, you know, you're a great woman, but I hate that shit. So he basically told her he's still in love with Darla, and I guess they're going to try to make it work. And I got to be there for her because, you know, that's the mother of my child. And Deisha basically told him, I'm not playing second fiddle. We'll work out how Blue and my daughter play together going forward, okay? I think that's very adultish. I know that that woman was hurting. There's nothing worse than to have your heart wrapped up into someone and the feeling is not mutual. It sucks. And finally, Darla. Darla is a hot mess, but she's taking it one day at a time, doing her steps. And, you know, Ralph Angel basically just told her he's going to be there for her. They're kind of inseparable. Their relationship was kind of dysfunctional. And, you know, at that time, Darla wasn't really seen with a clear head. And so Ralph Angel kind of has always been there. Even when he was in prison, I think they probably, you know, corresponded with one another. But I don't Nova. But damn you, Nova. But for you publishing that book and telling everybody his family secrets and skeletons, darling never would have had this relapse. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this episode up in a nice, cute little bow. Very simple, very plain, huh? But I always enjoy Queen Sugar. Again, I do apologize for the delay in getting these out to you. If this is your first time here on this channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. You can read down below in the description how you can get in contact with me and all the great things that the Diva has going on, including my radio show that I do every Tuesday night on BFAM 109.6. It is an internet radio station. That link will be down there, 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Other than that, thank you all for joining me as I talk about Queen Sugar, and I'll be back for the next episode here shortly. Chin up, buttercups. The sun will come out, I promise you, and stay fabulous.